Hello, and welcome to action from the 2016 Big Dog Dart Tournament. This is an American-style darting event, and this match pits Jason Kroh against Stan Savitsky in the one-loss bracket. Jason landed in this bracket after his match with Kenny Johnson. This is Stan's second match in the bracket, moving past Doug Troutman in his first. The first game starts with players shooting the cork. Jason's first dart lands above the mark, and Stan doesn't miss. He chooses to shoot hammer for the first game, and so Jason leads off the first inning. His first dart, a perfect red. Second dart, trip. And he finishes the inning with another red. 7 points to start the game for Jason. Stan's first dart catches the red. His second dart is his second red of the inning. And for his third dart, he goes on top of them, landing a trip and countering Jason's 7 with a 7 of his own. Jason's first two darts at the second inning miss, and he blacks out the inning. Anything Stan can score in the second inning will put him that many points ahead of Jason. His first dart, solid red. His second dart scores a point, so he has 3 after 2 darts. He adjusts himself at the line and comes back across his body, missing the third dart, so Stan is up by 3 going into the top of the third. Jason puts himself back in the scoring ways. First dart red, second dart single, third dart off to the right, 3 for the top of the inning for Jason. So we are tied with Stan holding darts. First dart red in the bottom of the third. Second dart catches the trip. Looks like he's building an inning. Third dart off to the right. So that's 5 points for Stan in the bottom of the third, and that is his lead going into the fourth. Jason immediately cuts into it with the first dart trip. Follows it up with a second dart trip, probably going for the horse. Oh, third dart sails into the blue, but still 6 points is good. Stan has his opportunity to counter in the bottom of the fourth. First dart, trip. Second dart in the red. This time Stan lands his third dart, picks up 7 points for the bottom of the fourth inning, and actually extends his lead. Jason comes out high red in the fifth with his first dart. Second red with his second dart, and fills the inning out, landing a trip on top of those two. 7 points for him in the top of the fifth. Stan's first dart red. Second dart below it, but in the points. Third dart in the red. 5 for him in the bottom of the fifth. Jason is down 4 at this point. Leads off with a trip in the sixth inning. Hits a red with the second dart, gives him a chance to fill out the inning. Those are back-to-back 7s for him. First dart high for Stan. Second dart in the trip. He decides to move to his left. Shooting back at the inning, landing a red, getting 5 points. So in the last 2 innings, we've had 7-7 from Jason, 5-5 from Stan. So that tightens the game up. Stan is up by 2 at the beginning of this inning. Jason's 3 darts net him 5 points, so he's still landing all 3 darts. Stan's first dart in the blue. His second dart high. He nails a trip with his third dart, saving the inning and tying the game. First dart red for Jason. Second dart just inside the wire. He's going to walk away with 3 points for the 8th. Stan's first dart is high, blocks him out of the better part of the scoring area for the inning. Second dart nips the first, stays out of the scoring area, once again high. He's kind of blocked himself out here. trying to throw across his body, drops his last dart. He walks away without any points in the 8th. Jason's up 3 and he adds 2 to it with his first dart. Second dart scores points. His third dart is a trip, giving him 6 for the inning, and that means that there's no chance for Stan to be able to come back. Just shooting for average, first dart's out. First game is over. After being tied at the end of the 7th inning, Jason manages to pull away with a 44-35 victory in Game 1 of this match. Same shooting order for Game 2 of the match. Jason's first dart is high in the blue, and he manages to pick up 4 points with his second 2 darts of the inning. Stan follows suit, first dart high in the blue. Red with his second 2 darts, and we're tied at 4. Jason struggled with the second inning in the first game. He misses his first dart in the second inning here, but follows it up with a red and scores points. He walks away from inning number 2 with 3 points. Stan's first dart trip. Second dart right on top of it, 5 laying. Fills it out, 7 points for Stan in the bottom of the second inning. First dart red for Jason in the third. Second dart gets away from him a little, he still scores with it. Same story for dart number 3, 4 points for the third inning for Jason. Stan just misses the trip with his second dart of the inning, lands it with his third. He also walks away from the third inning with 4 points. So after 3, Game 2 looks very much like Game 1. Jason goes deep in the blue with his first dart, lands a trip with his second, misses his third dart, walks away from the line with 3 points. Stan lands a trip with his first dart. Second dart in the red, 5 laying, misses his third dart. Jason leads off the 5th with a red from his first dart, a red from his second dart, and a red from his third dart, filling in a bucket of blood, giving him 6 points and tying him with Stan, who holds 3 darts, the first of which lands in the trip. Points for the second. Third dart bounces out, but he walks away from the line ahead by 4 as we enter the 6th inning. Jason perfectly placed trip with his first dart. Second dart kicks out into the blue. Third dart back in the red, 5 points for the inning. Stan fires high at the 6th inning. Trip with his second dart. Hits a red with his third. Jason's down by 4, first dart finds a point. Second dart catches the trip. Misses with his third dart, so he is tied right now. Stan holds darts, the first of which is a red. The second is also a red. The third he catches, 7 points for the inning, a 7-point lead going into the 8th. First dart high for Jason. Second dart trip. Red with his third dart. Stan is up by 2. First dart red. Second dart red. Third dart fills in a bucket of blood. He's up by 8. Jason needs 8 to tie, 9 to go ahead by 1. First dart red. Second dart red. Well, he finishes strong with 7 points, and this game is over. Stan's just shooting for average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of his own. He finishes strong. Stan takes game number 2, 49 to 41. Things are even. One more game will decide the match and will decide who is bounced from the tournament and who continues on in the one-loss bracket. Once again, players will shoot the cork to determine the shooting order for the final game of the match.
What do you want? You want high, low, right in the middle? It does, yeah, usually low. Yeah, but I'm a lot taller. So right over the top.
All right, it sounds like they have a plan. Stan's gonna hit a low cork, and then Jason will go right over the top. Except for Stan shoots just outside the ring and a little bit high. So how's the tall fella going to approach this shot, and can he sneak one in underneath Stan's dart? And the answer is no. So once again, Stan gets the opportunity to choose the shooting order. For the third time, Jason leads off, and he leads off the final game of the match with first dart trip. Second dart kisses out into the blue. Lands a second trip of the inning. 6 points to begin things for Jason. Stan's first dart is wide left. Trip of his own. And he counters Jason the exact same way. 2 trips and a missed dart, 6-6. Going into the second inning, Jason has struggled with the second all day. And his first dart and his second dart both miss just on the wrong side of the trips wire. He manages to land a red with his third dart, so he walks away with 2 points. Stan's second inning begins with a red, followed by a single. He lands all 3 darts in the inning, walking away with 5 points. Jason begins the third inning with a red and a single. In Game 3, sometimes hiccups begin to appear. Jason pulls back and throws that dart practically twice. 4 points for him for the inning. Stan gets points with his first dart in the third. Misses wide right with dart number 2. Lands a red with dart number 3. So here we are at the end of the first stanza. Stan is up by 2. Blue in the fourth for his first dart. A red with his second. And Jason scores 5 in the top of the fourth. Stan first dart trip. Second dart red. Misses the third dart, so no one gains or loses points in the fourth inning. Jason first dart trip in the fifth. Second dart red. Can he complete a 7 or an 8 here? Yes! Stan comes back after Jason's 8. First dart trip, second dart red. Third dart red. 7 of his own. First dart trip into 6 for Jason. Followed by a red. Chance to make a second big inning in a row. Red with his third dart, so Jason fires 8 and 7 in the 2 most recent innings. Stan is now down 6, holding darts. His first dart a red, his second dart scores points. Down 3. Strikes a red, so he's down 1 after 6. With 2 singles and a red, Jason puts up 4 in the top of the 7th. Stan counters with the exact same darts. 2 singles and a red for 4 of his own in the bottom of the 7th. First dart trip for Jason in the 8th. Misses in the blue. Comes back to fill out a 5. First dart single, second dart single, third dart trip. Stan counters with a 5 of his own. First dart in the blue for Jason. This is the 9th and perhaps final inning of this match. Second dart trip. Third dart red. So Stan takes the line. It's 6 to tie, 7 to win. First dart red. Second dart trip, he has 5 out of the 6 to tie, 7 to win. So if he can put this dart in between the two markers that are showing up for him, landed in the red, he advances. If not, Jason advances. The third dart catches the barrel of the first, keeps it out of the inning, and Stan walks away 1 point shy of a tie, 2 points shy of a victory. Jason comes out on top. He will advance in the one-loss bracket of the tournament with a 46-45 victory.